Hey, Sarge. So, yep, welcome to the new FMAK.
Hey, thanks. Oh, FMAC. What does FMAK stand for?
Well, you know,
I'm the
give
fucking
it a
voice of
give it a
reason
minute,
around here,
Sarge.
and you
I
got
think
me
it'll come
pissed
to you.
off.
Okay. Hello, folks. I wanted to explain to everybody what is going on with FMAK. I'm going to give you a brief history just to let you know how we started and how we got to where we are now. This really all started. I used to watch a lot of the 1A auditors. And one day, YouTube suggested a video to me, and it was Sarge. And he's never considered himself a 1A auditor, but he does something similar. And I watched a video of his and another video, and I really liked his style, the way he did his thing. And I think I emailed him like a suggestion or something, and he emailed back and communicated, and he had just started doing a panel. I think he might have done, a couple of them before I joined him there, and me and Sarge hit it off pretty good. And we talked about doing some sort of a show together. And we went through a couple ideas that didn't work out too well. We're both West Wing fans. We tried doing a show about the West Wing. Didn't get a whole lot of people showing up. We started doing one about music, and it actually was going pretty good, except we would show songs and then discuss them, and we kept getting hit with copyright strikes. So we scrapped the music thing, and then Sarge got an idea for doing something bigger, but it would require more people. And he basically grabbed two guys just randomly that were in chat the one day and said, "Hey, would you guys like to be a part of this?" And they said, "Well, we'll do it until you find somebody you really like, but we'll help you out temporarily." I can't remember. I probably should have looked to see what our oldest videos were, but I'm thinking this was like February. And so far, those two temp workers are still with us. That's how we eventually started calling ourselves FMAC for Finkel, Muxter, Ariel, Killing Time. The real purpose of this video is to tell you all that we are changing channels. Yeah, so we're starting a new channel because basically we've been trying to figure out how to do some things, for people to do their own individual thing, but our main thing is we like having what we've been doing together with panels and so forth. So, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the new channel is called FMAK Chat and Play. And if you search for it, you have to put in that ampersand, or it won't come up in search. But there's also the YouTube address there. It's FMAK Chat Play, basically at FMAK Chat Play. Anyway, that is where from now on our panel discussions will be going. Okay. Okay. So all our panel discussions and any of that kind of stuff we do together, it's going to be at FMAK Chat and Play. Called it Chat and Play because it's mostly going to be chat, but we'd like to once in a while do like a trivia night, something like that. So again, from now on, after this, if you are part of our small but loyal fan base and want to come and see our panels and so forth, it's just going to be there. We will not be multi-streaming, okay? But let me take you through the whole FMAK Pantheon, all our associated channels. And a lot of these are actually individual channels, but like I said, FMAK is Finkel, Muxter, Ariel, Killen. So even our individual channels are part of FMAK. Here's the first one. This is Ariel's channel. Now you notice he has one video on there, I think. Let me look under, and oh, there he has some other stuff here too. Okay, under the lives. But yeah, this would be like some of them that were multicast or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so that's Ariel's channel. And I don't want to speak for him. He was telling me the other day that he's thinking, he has an idea for some original content he's going to be doing. And when he's ready, he'll announce that. But you're going to want to subscribe to him. You notice here, his is at Ariel8768. But I think if he does what he's talking about, people will find it interesting. Now let's move on to Killing Time. Make sure that... Okay, we got Killing Time. Killing has, I believe, yep, absolutely no independent content right now, because everything he's done has been on the FMAK channel. But I think we've got him about 90% there now. He's talking about doing a morning show. It won't be every morning. Maybe it'll be once a week, or maybe a couple times, whatever. And it won't be a set schedule because he's got other things in his life. But he will start doing a morning show with some regularity. That is an FMAK production, if you want to look at it that way. But he's going to be streaming it to his channel to put original content on his channel. So you want to make sure you're subscribed to his channel to get his morning show. I know when we first got started, he was doing a morning thing, and it was getting kind of popular. His channel name is Killin' Time Passin' Through. Killin Time Pass INTHRU. Killin' Time Passin' Through. You're going to want to subscribe to him. The next individual channel, somebody by the name of Just Muxter. Okay, now I was actually doing some stuff before me and Finkel got together, and I still do some individual stuff now. This is my channel, Just Muxter. I think a lot of you are already subscribed to it. I appreciate that. If you search Just Muxter, you should be able to find it. Or it's at Muxter57. You'll see I do have stuff here. Now I do videos over here that I figure aren't interesting to the wider audience, or just things that sometimes I've done something that I wanted to make sure was associated with just me and not with the crew. Along the way, I've done I'll do like a little family reminiscences and things like that. And you'll see these that have that newsboy on there. My regular thing right now is every Friday I read the local newspaper. But yeah, you'll see. And of course, I have a lot of stuff under live, because usually when me and Finkel meet, and or Finkel, would start a live, we stream it to our two channels. That's not going to be happening anymore. Okay. So anyway, that's me. I'd appreciate anybody who isn't already to subscribe to me. Like I said, it's at Muckster57 or just Muckster. Our next one will be Sarge's individual channel. He actually has two. Right now, they're a bit misnamed because in our attempt to separate out the chat, our normal FMAK chat, what we tried first is we kind of repurposed Sarge's channels that he had. First one, then the other. But this one that currently is called FMAK Chat and Stream, until we're sure that the new channel is up and running, we'll be putting stuff over here. It also, you'll notice the address on it is at Political Finkel -HP8DD, but F Political Finkel. That's actually a channel that Sarge started where he would just talk about politics. Right now it's like repurposed, like I said, but as soon as Chat and Play is definitely up and running and StreamYard's recognizing it, I'm sure he'll be changing this name and doing other stuff over here. I'm not sure exactly what he'll do with his secondary channel. We also have Sarge's main channel. Now this is the one he had when I first met him, and all that stuff I talked about earlier was done there. And right now it has a very awkwardly named FMAK R Kill FMAK Main. That was Sarge's attempt to let the world know that yes, it is not just Sarge's channel. It is about 4 different guys. And yeah, he should have consulted us before making the name because it's a little awkward, but it's not going to last long because, again, we've decided, which really we should have thought of from the very, very beginning, the easiest way is just to create a separate channel. That's the FMAK Chat channel. Okay? I imagine anybody watching this is already subscribed to Sarge because that's where you've been watching us, but just in case you aren't, his is at David Finkel -1A. I believe, again, I don't want to talk for him, but I think he's going to try to get back into doing the videos again where he goes out in the street and just films and sees how people react to the camera. Let's get into the common channels. Like I said, all of those, because FMAK is the 4 of us, so even the individual channels are associated with FMAK. But these, we actually have 3 that are common channels. The first one, we called it FMAK Buccaneers. That one came about, and we actually have not used this one yet. This came about because we were talking one time, panel, and talking to chat, and some people in chat said they missed when we would do our music nights, where a couple of us would basically play DJ, and people would request songs, and we'd find the YouTube, and it was really a lot of fun. But we got copyright strikes, and actually the channel got taken down for a week. So we were talking, and through that conversation this night where people saying, wish we could do that again, it was like, you know what? Why don't we just create a separate channel? And once in a while we'll do a music night there. And if they shut us down for a week, no big deal. We just wait till the time runs out, we'll do it again. So anyway, like I say, we haven't actually started doing that yet because we got involved in other stuff. But FMAK Buccaneers, we called it Buccaneers, music pirate
But,
thing. Yeah, so anybody who liked when we did that music stuff, you might want to make sure that you're subscribed to that. So if we say, hey, tomorrow night we're going to do our DJ thing, you'll be able to go there. And that one, the actual address is at FMAK Buccaneers. Yeah, I see we have a whole 12 subscribers over there. Now the next one, which is one that I think we're all proud of, even though we're just getting started with it. The FMAK podcast, for lack of a better term, because it's not really a podcast. Couldn't really think of the right term for it because it's not really an interview show either. But those of you who've been coming around, you've heard us talk about it quite a bit. It's actually a place for people to come and tell their story. You're not telling a story. We don't want once upon a time, but if you want to come in and talk about some part of your life, this is the place for it. But our first one was with Jocelyn. She was just great. Everybody that watched it was amazed. And there's two things they always say after they watch it is, wow, what a story. She's amazing. And when is part 2? Because she didn't tell her whole story. And I can tell you part 2 is, I believe, the 25th. It's the last Sunday of this month at 1 o'clock. And yeah, you're going to want to come and see that. And if you haven't seen part 1, you're going to want to watch that first. If you have seen part 1, maybe a couple of days before, you might want to watch it again just to refresh your memory. But yeah, so this is the podcast channel, we're calling it. And that's what it is. It's tell us your story. We did do a second one with me, but we don't want this to be about us. So yeah, let me put that plug in that I've been putting in. If you have a story or you know someone with a story, get a hold of us. We'd love for you to come here and tell it. That's the podcast channel. And that we're going to try to keep on growing. I have other people that we have talked to that said they will do it. We just have to put together, dates and times for them because everything is going to be done, at their convenience. So we're not, even though everything's been Sunday at 1 o'clock so far, we're not setting a regular time because we have to go around people's work schedules and all that anyway. So that's the podcast channel. If you're not subscribed to that, it is FMAK Podcast. Okay, now, the last one, the reason that we're all here right now, what is important for you all to know. This is the FMAK Chat and Play. This is where we'll be doing our live panels from now on. I gave it the name Chat and Play because also, we might do like a trivia night once in a while or something else, where we're messing around. But we only have 21 subscribers right now, and people are going to want to subscribe because after this broadcast that you're watching right now, from now on, we will only be streaming to this channel. We will no longer be streaming to Sarge's main channel. We will no longer be streaming to my channel. Everything will go to this. Anyway, this is the FMAK Chat and Play. This is going to be our main channel where the 4 of us do panels individually and together, depending on, who's awake at the time and so forth. And we'll probably, we'll have discussions that are, we might discuss a certain topic and that, but the one thing I can tell you we are not going to have is manufactured drama. I can't promise no drama, but if we have any drama, it will happen organically. It'll come out of people getting heated in a discussion, or it might be, I don't want to mention any names, but one of the FMAK people in particular kind of has a problem sometimes of being patient with idiots. Again, I'm not going to embarrass anybody by pointing out exactly who it is. But sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes that person gets loud, although they claim they're trying to get better at it. And that person is also known to, hit those buttons that kick people the hell off our channel. If things like that happen, you might call it drama, but it'll happen in the course of the video. It's not something that we will plan or create. I just say that because I used to be a regular at a panel that would do that. They had people that would come in and just start kicking over chairs and so forth, because that's what gets the infamous clicks and views. But we are not monetized. We will never be monetized. So we will not do anything to create drama just to get people watching. FMAK Chat and Play. This is what you have to know from now on. This is where we'll be doing all our stuff together at FMAK Chat Play. Of course, that's going across the bottom of the screen right now. And like I've said before, if you search the name FMAK Chat and Play, you have to use the ampersand in the search, not AND. So, have I explained this enough? This is the important point, right? After this broadcast right now, from now on, our panel discussions and stuff like that will only be going to this channel, FMAK Chat and Play. Let me just say, those of you who I imagine most people watch this will be some of our regulars. We all appreciate you coming. And we hope you'll like what we're doing. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I hope that explained everything.
What's going on, everyone?
Okay. We will entertain questions if anybody has any questions about this.
Well,
I got to put that stream across the bottom. Let's
learned a new word today, like the one you just said.
I couldn't understand you.
I learned a new word today, the ampersand or whatever. I don't know what you said.
Yeah, ampersand, that's a little squirrely thing that means and. So, let me tell you right now, we are streaming to both of Sarge's channels, to my channel, to Ariel's channel, to Killen's channel, and to the Chat and Play. But right now, there probably isn't, but if anybody is over on Killen's channel, you better get moved because it's going down. We're down now to 5 channels. Hope everybody's having a good day. What have you been up to today, Ariel?
Working. That's about it. And being frustrated.
By the way, if you guys don't realize it, any of the graphics you see, that's all Ariel. Like the coffee cups and stuff like that. And anything you see pretty much probably on any of our channels, the backgrounds and that's all him.
Yeah, except for Sarge's. That was his.
Yeah. Cart, you may be the first person banned from the new channel. Cart's being a little bit of a Australian smartass.
Yeah.
But by the way, if you happen to log in on Ariel's channel, wave goodbye. You're on the wrong channel. It is now being removed. Boom, we're down to 4. I will mention, I'm not sure. I'm only about 50% right now on whether I'll be doing one of my late evening shows tonight. I'll see. I always say I will, because usually I'm the one that starts them. But obviously, Killen never does any of the late night ones. But you never know when Sarge or Ariel might decide to start trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down all night last night. We had no power.
Yeah. When did it finally come back?
I don't know. I woke up this morning and it was on. I got up at 4 a.m. It was back on.
By the way, anybody, if you happen to come in on Sarge's secondary channel, that was called or is currently called, and as soon as he gets a chance, he'll change the name. But right now it's called Chat and Stream. You're on the wrong channel because it's going to be knocked off the air right now. Boom, we're down to 3. By the way, I just want to show you is I'm going to knock me and Ariel off of the stage for a second, just so you can admire the background, because you probably weren't here for the first 5 seconds before I started the video. I think it looks pretty cool. Wow, you guys are unusually quiet in chat.
They seem like they're happy today. Not much to talk about.
It's a little creepy with Cart being quiet.
Well, being a foreigner and the language barrier,
Yeah. That's true. She probably has to run everything through her Google Translate before she can respond. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I know where I was. I was about to eliminate my channel from the stream. If you're over there on Just Muckster, you're about to go blank, so you better get to the right channel.